Alright, so I had to film this while it was in my head. People have often wondered, Brad, what's it like inside your head? What's it like with the fact that one minute you're working on one thing, the next minute you've completed this giant project in a matter of days, to the next minute you're hyper as anything, to the next minute you're quiet as whatnot. And today was like a really good example mentally to me what it's like in the mind of me. I have had really bad or severe ADHD. I have been diagnosed. It's not me just thinking of it. I was diagnosed when I was 5, ADHD, and they've to the point where they wanted to put me on like extreme Ritalin when I was younger. Back when, oh, you're hyperactive, put them on Ritalin. Now we know that's not always the best thing, but my mom decided against giving me Ritalin, which I appreciate. But my entire life, I have had to focus twice as hard to be able to function as well as everyone else. My brain runs a mile a minute, and if not worse at times. There are times that I'll be able to sit and think of something way outside the box that no one else can. And then there are times where my brain is running so fast, I can't focus. And it's really hard to do that. It's really hard to focus on your daily tasks. I have to be a creature of habit for me to be able to remember to do stuff. Because if I don't, I will lose focus and I will go on to something else and I will miss something during the day. Whether it's part of my routine or whatnot. And then 2-3 hours goes by and it's all like, I completely forgot to take the trash out, or I forgot to do the dishes, or I forgot to make the bed. Little things, but it's the whole thing is every morning I get up, I have to have a routine. If I don't have a routine, I don't do anything. And if I don't do anything, that means there's a bunch of stuff that's not getting done. And honestly, that's what it's like inside my head. A lot of times when people see stuff on YouTube or see me at cons or whatnot, they think I'm all focused or whatnot. And usually I am, just because I am a creature of habit. I always have to be. I always will be. I'm a lot more focused than I used to be when I was younger. That was part of the reason why I got pulled out of public school and I was homeschooled. And it's very frustrating sometimes. There's a lot of times I wish my brain would calm down. I really do. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of benefit to it. Like in a really bad, stressful situation, I can think like that, like nothing. I'm really good on my feet. It's just there are a lot of times that it's when you want to be calm and you want to focus, it doesn't do that. There are times, I mean, I always have to be doing something. Otherwise, it drives me mad. When I moved up to Chicago, there was about a solid month where I hadn't started my new job yet, and then I was off from my old one. And I went fucking stir crazy. And it was just one of those ones, it was like, I have all this free time, and there's only so many games you can play. There's only so much free time you've got, or so much stuff you can read, and it just drives you nuts. And I have to do something. I cleaned, I unpacked. It drives you mad. It really does. So, I mean, people watching this, friends and family or whatnot, when they've got mental tics or defects or whatnot, just be understanding of it. I mean, it's not an excuse, and it's never a crutch. I never treat this as a crutch. This is never an excuse for me to not do anything. It just means that I work harder on something. If I can't focus on something, that means that that's my goal, that I work harder on it. And if that means that, you know, I need to chip away at it more, if I need to spend more time with it, or if I need to just keep beating it into the ground until I achieve it, it's kind of how I do a lot of my stuff. And to a lot of people, it might make it seem like I'm obstinate or I'm stubborn or anything like that. It's I gotta beat at something, like level grind it. Otherwise, I won't get it done. It's just, I have to continually do with it. A lot of people are curious the fact that when I build stuff, they're just like, oh, well, you started it like, I don't know, late last night and it's done this morning. My motivation, I either have it at 300% or I have it at like 20%. There's no in the middle. So when I have motivation at 300%, I keep building. I don't stop. I build until my energy goes down, and I'm like, all right, well, I got a majority done. And then my battery, my mental or focus battery, does not recharge like everyone else. There are some times where it's great and it's whatnot, and I go to con and boom, it's amazing all weekend. And then there are some times where I go like a whole week where I have no motivation to do anything. I mean, I go to work and I get up and I do my daily tasks, but it's like my creativity. So it's all over the place. It really is. So that's kind of a small mental look on the inside of my head. I think that's the best way to explain it. I know a lot of people are just curious of how I build or whatnot. I'm just, you guys know as well as I do. So anyway, that's all I got. I had to get this on film. It's like anytime I try to explain it, it's like it's hard for me to find the right words at the time, if that makes sense. So guys, remember, like always, be like duct tape, stick to it. Bye bye.